bearing all of that in mind, hello and welcome to Tattletales RPG, where the table may in fact be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. The things that have been said before we've just gone live would see us all in prison.
Or a mental hospital. Mental hospital.
Gentlemen, we're cooked. I very rarely advocate for therapy. I think it's a scam. Just go lift something and walk. But y'all might need therapy.
Tried it, didn't work.
Clearly.
Twice.
Anyhow. Speaking of not working, why is the music not working? Fucking hate you. Everyone use your own YouTubes.
Yeah, buddy.
Stupid music. Stupid music. There you go, duty, grimdark music for the lost and damned. That'll do. And let me guess, an ad about my prostate. No, 1 free. Oh, everyone can know this.
Origin would read it. Amalek stands for the power of false worship.
There you go, the Peterson Academy of Christ. Everyone can get a year free through Tattletales, not officially sponsored.
Right worship. Teach.
Skip. So, well, last we left off, our party were investigating the Sorrowfell, the temple to the Raven Queen, where you found it teeming with the warriors of the arch-enemy. This was the stronghold, being maintained by the fallen Stormcast Eternal, by the name of the Mold Blood. You were able to... What the fuck is happening with my screen? You were able to dig out little bits and bobs. You were able to ascertain what was happening. But in doing so... Sorry, shit is... I am ill. My throat is not working. Liam fucking ran it ragged. But in doing so, you were sighted due to a very unlucky roll. And a quadruplet of Chaos Knights have given chase into the haunted forests of Shaiish, making the choice between running to the old, broken towns or to the right into a fight that was already ongoing. You stumbled into an old barrow, where here the restless dead are fighting one another. Chain rasps, lightning geists, and Grimghast reapers swirling around each other in a hurricane of frenzied carnage. As you came, you assailed on all sides. He shouldn't be here, that's the Stormcaster Town. And you joined in the fight in the hope of pushing through. But time was against you. The Chaos Knights caught back up to you, and what damage you dealt was undone, as they were able to heal and sustain past what you had done before. Allies came, however, in the form of what appeared to be wood elves leaping from the treetop branches. But at this moment, this battle lies in the balance, as it would appear that you are up against the odds a little bit. I am also going to request if everyone could go on their character sheets and please give yourselves inspiration. I'm going to use that to represent the soul binding, to allow basically free rerolls and stuff like that. Sound good?
Sorry, what was that?
On your character sheet, double click it. I've actually already done it for you. Next to your level, there's a little star. Click on it to give yourself inspiration.
Ah, love that.
Okay, so that's the reroll that you get.
It lets
for the
you
session,
reroll, yeah. Think BG free. Okay. We come back straight into the middle of this combat. Drinian Wildscale. You have been fighting on all sides, but you have been constantly hounded by a chain rasp that just will not leave you the fuck alone. So, what do you wish to do in your turn?
Drinian is going to start with a quicken spell, Shocking Grasp.
Nice.
Quicken spell. Right. Fuck.
Oh, fucking, that's a good start. Alright.
Right. That's fine. I'm going to move to here. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Absolutely, you will. Alright. That's an 18, it misses.
Misses. Right, and no, because I don't have him breathing down my neck,
He's just a friendly guy.
I am going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okie dokie.
I'm ending concentration on Hex, so I can do this. Yeah. And, sorry, I should say I'm using Careful Spell
Okay.
to exclude...
Okay, you can untarget them. If not, I'll remove any effects if they fail.
Yeah. So Brendil and Riot should be safe from this.
Excellent. Go for it.
So yeah, I've dropped it there. I think it's just waiting for saving throws.
Yep, they should be coming through. There they are. Brandil passed.
But he's not affected anyway.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah,
it
I
wouldn't
know,
let you.
It's got to.
It's got to have them all, otherwise it won't let you.
Gotta have more.
Okay, I'm happy enough with that. I took 2 Chaos Knights, are now incapacitated and have a speed of 0. And they do nothing.
Jesus, do I get nothing against that?
They can make... I think they can try and...
Yeah, they've got no legendary actions, that's the important part. Or resistances.
Yeah, they're charmed and they're incapacitated. They have the incapacitated condition and charmed condition.
Nice.
Spell ends only affected. Stone in the
Nice.
Woods. Somebody would have to use an action to shake them out of it, or they would have to
Yep.
take damage.
Yeah, awesome. So, Drynian, how would you describe what it looks like?
It's not even... It's a complex spell. Makes the knights think they've killed his comrades already. They see the illusion of striking down Orius.
It's a strange thing with the illusion of the water. This wave crashes and they turn down to tank the hit. But as the wave crashes, the mist of the sea foam sprays into the air, creating like a temporary fog cloud. And in that mist, shapes can be misconstrued. Yeah? Thing doesn't look quite right. And where one looks to be striking, it's just the dwindling twists of the wind. Nicely done. Any more for your turn?
That is my turn.
Very, very nice turn. Alright, that will bring us to Freya von Altschmerzer, who, when I was rolling for her, did sweet fuck all. My god, your dice were bad.
It's purely your fault.
Honestly, yeah, probably.
Freya knocking herself out of the stupor that she was in. What? Chaos? Finally.
I did roleplay it that way last week.
Thank you. So she shall go for the Chaos Knight closest to her.
Nice.
Perfect. .23 damage, radiant and flame based.
Nice.
Oh, it's not radiant, it's piercing. I do apologise.
No, but it does do extra fire damage.
Yes, it does.
Okay, nice. That's gone through.
My second attack. Oh, because that's apparently a thing.
You have the offhand attack you can make.
24. Is that correct?
Hits. Hits.
Perfect.
And he's down.
23.
So
And lastly for...
as that mist is sort of surrounding him, the knight sort of twists, lashes out with his lance where he thinks Arias is, but the mist just parts to reveal Freya, who... and 2 bullets, one in each eye socket. The head ricochets back, the horse rears and falls to the ground.
Perfect. And for my third and final attack, the Grimghast Reaper is an enemy of ours, or is it an assumed ally?
Yes, it is. It's an enemy. They're kind of just attacking everyone.
That's a shame. $24.
Hits.
21.
What
Oh, duh.
But,
Yes. And then that... And Freya will bring her pistols up to her mouth and just blow away the smoke. Ah, such a shame. Anyway, moving on.
Nice.
That
Any
will be
more?
my turn. Will it be my turn? She will engage her movement in order to get a little bit closer to Duranian, so she can provide backup if required.
Sounds good.
That is my turn.
I will, as this one is under the effects of the hypnotic pattern, I am going to move my ass out of the way. Boosh. Douche. Douche. And then I will take aim at this chain rasp and fire with my bow.
Sounds good.
And I will just leave it on the whatever one we had it on initially. I think it was lightning.
Sounds good.
Cool. That is 16 damage.
Nice. There it is, 16 on the chain rasp, yeah?
Yep.
And that chain rasp that has haunted Pat, a bolt of lightning arcs through it and it detonates and dies. Any more for your turn?
No, I think that'll... Actually, I'm going to chug up health potion.
Sounds good.
Big bonus heal. Use. Oh, I've got to target myself.
So, take your time.
There we go. So that hasn't applied it. Lovely. Why didn't it apply it?
What do you need applying? Let me do it. Potion of healing.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
know.
want to-
Hang on.
hang on.
It should have had the versatile thing.
Hang on.
Hang on, let me go on your...
There we go. No, it's showing up in the chat now.
Yeah, but it only
we go.
says refund. You should be able to
No,
click
I've got
on it
heal.
and it says
There we go.
action
No,
heal,
it's-
bonus heal.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
No, it just took a second. There we go. Got it.
So quickly wincing as you drink some droplets, you've managed to dispel that chain rasp. Nicely done. Next in the turn is the Chaos Knight. Still 3 of them remaining. The Chaos Knight, sort of staggered and stunned, is unable to do anything thanks to the illusions. It stabs towards where Orias was, but not where Orias is. Which brings us to a Lightning Geist. This Lightning Geist looks down at you, Arias. Sigmar! I will defend you! Of course! And just sends a bolt of lightning into the Chaos Knight, who fails and is stunned and incapacitated. And killed! That's a lot of debuffs. Stunned, incapacitated, confused, and dead. That's pretty good.
That last one is pretty
Pretty important.
damning.
So as he looks at you and he goes, plucked from the dark, and just sends a bolt of lightning into this Chaos Knight and just fucking explodes him. Not bad. Alright, that'll bring us to Revelia, who is going to target the Chaos Champion. And she looks across. Stormcast! See that you are hearty and well. What is she? She's a bard. So she is going to, on George, throw out a bardic inspiration, methinks.
Let's go.
Have a bardic, George.
Let's go.
And then, as a main action, she will cast... Could speak with plants. Phantasmal Killer on the champion. Who is good on the saving throw, but still takes a little bit. So you see the smoke that Brendil summoned swirls around the Chaos Champion and lashing illusionary arms attack at him. And he sort of ducks down. What living sorcery is this? Chain Rasp attacking a Stormgeist because the Chain Rasps have enough of fun. Chaos Knight, who is currently getting attacked by all sorts of groovy people. Probably would focus the Stormcast, so he's going to go here and take a bunch of attacks of opportunity from everything. If he fails this... No, he didn't. I was going to say, that would have been really funny. Alright. And he is going to charge George. There's no disadvantage here, is there? Pat?
No, he wasn't part of the illusion.
Nice. Alright, let's go for it. It's a hit.
Ow. Yeah, absorb elements again. Concentration check. Keep my... Yep. Next attack.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. No, never mind.
Misses the second. Before I roll the first, what are you thinking?
I was checking my temp HP, already taken into account.
That's a miss as well. Second two attacks miss Arias. As he comes through the smoke, you duck down and his lance glances off of your pauldron and he sort of brings his steed around. With two of them dead, he calls out, "Atha! We should retreat! You're outnumbered!" Ooh, fail from Afar. We haven't come to his turn yet. Lightning Geist.
Shame.
Lightning Geist. I'm actually going to skip the Geist because they'll just fight each other. Glau will fire at Champion Afar. Let's just throw in some magic. I love that noise. Thump, 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 thump.
both seem to hit.
Yeah. Decent damage. Alright, we're over to you.
Yeah, Thar's the one. I assume you guys just basically backed out to get some breathing room, right? Unless you're full on retreating.
Well, I mean,
no,
initially,
sure.
if we were... I mean, initially it would have been a full-on retreat if we weren't able to deal with the Chaos Knights so efficiently, but I think we're in a position. But you just do whatever you feel is best. Like, we've...
Cool. As long as, like, if you guys were retreating, then I would have backed out, but it seems you're all good.
a bit more HP, so I'm better.
I'm going to use my Celestial Revelation to deal a bonus damage upon the actual hit. We will see where that goes first.
Yep.
So with the Sigmarite Warhammer, 3 plus. Yep, cool. Yeah, sure. I'm going to give myself advantage on this one. I want to hit him. Off. Where am I actually getting the modifiers from? Did they take into account the inspiration? No matter.
It should do. It should do because it's a status effect.
No matter. I missed anyways. And we should go for the second hit. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I'll apply on this one because it's +3 from proficiency and +3 from strength. I know my strength. Yes. So then +3 from the Bardic Inspiration. I actually apply it this time. Still missed.
That's rough, man. That's really fucking rough.
Yeah, is what it is though.
Any more for any more?
But bonus action, effectively, I will be using the Celestial Revelation, so in order to deal additional +3 damage whenever I do actually hit.
Nice. So, at the start of the round, with his Wisdom save having failed, Athar will take the disengage action. Looking to the other knight, he goes, "Well, the gods never did favour you, Rotek." And he is going to leave. He is going to leave the combat. He's got a move of 60. He's just gonna... Boop. He's out of here.
Any curses from the dear Chaos Knight?
The Chaos Knight, for now, I'm not doing too much in between turns, but as he leaves, you see the Chaos Knight go, "Bastard, Athar, I will hunt you." But he turns and looks at you, Arias. "First, however, I shall claim the favour of the gods in the blood of their enemies." And that brings us to the top of the round with Drinian.
Right. With that, Drinian is going to target this Chaos Knight and fire off a Sorcerous Burst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about as much as I was expecting.
Ouch. I've discovered the counter to your party. Armor class.
Yeah, no, that is my turn.
I think we've discovered
many resources.
Pat's counter. So far, it's been
rough.
Pat's biggest enemy.
Alright.
I think Bobby got a dice pool.
I think, yeah, Wobby's here somewhere. Don't trust him. He's in the dice.
Freya will eyeball the one remaining Chaos Knight as the larger threat, and will go to utter fucking town. Does that hit?
So, well, it will tell you. But yes, no, 16 does not hit.
Fucking rude.
The animation's not working. It should be.
Working? I see them
Oh yeah, there
firing
they are.
off gunshots.
There they are.
Does 22 hit?
22 should hit.
$21 on that one, and with my last and final attack. $18 hit?
18 not hit, I'm afraid. AC is 20.
Damn.
Plate and a shield.
Damn, boy. Well, he got some wounds anyway. Actually, the inspiration that we have, how do we utilize this?
I'm not quite sure. I believe inspiration just provides you... I'm going to look it up. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Heroic inspiration... Yeah, you can use it to re-roll any dice of your choice.
So I'm going to re-roll the attack of the 18 that missed. Oh no, that's worse. Never mind. That is my turn.
Alright, that brings us to Brendil.
I am just going to pop a shot at this knight with the bow, utilizing the range as a nice there we go, 23, that hits. Damage. Well, that is 20 damage.
20 damage, very nice. As the wounds begin to open and are being sort of like the plate armor is peeling away from this Chaos Knight, he roars, "See me, dark gods! See me! Why are you silent? Why do you not hear me?" Any more for your turn?
I'm gonna take another shot.
Do it. The ranged Barian.
Well, I'm just abusing the fact that I do have a ranged option for low HP moments. And that is a 19. I don't think that hits.
No, it does not.
Nope. That's fine. And I will just use my movement to then move back a little bit, just so it's a bit further away.
Sounds good.
And I'll end my turn there.
Alright. That will bring us to the Lightning Geist, the same one from before, who still, seeing Orias in danger, looks at him. "Do you understand?"
What?
Is that your answer?
Yeah. He's a bit confused.
He goes, "Piece by piece, broken again." And he just sort of, the knight turns and his eyes flare and a bolt of lightning smashes towards the knight. Oh fuck, I think that's going to kill him. Yeah, detonates him. The knight shatters into pieces and the Stormgeist goes, "Like that! Pieces!"
And we got the job done.
Alright. That'll bring us to Reveler. "Do you wish to stay? Or shall we move on? We can get out of here. There is a safe place nearby. As safe as anywhere around here."
Is that to Orias
That's to
specifically?
all of
That's
you.
it. Is Percy dead, or can we still retrieve him?
No, he is
Dead.
dead. He is
Dead.
His
That's
soul
his-
has been, giga fucked.
It's his corpse, although... Then again, we definitely do need that if we're retrieving his soul. His body should still be... Nope. I don't think combat's ended, Liam. I don't know.
I'm offering
is it not
an
ended?
end to combat.
Oh, you
can-
brought an end to it.
I'm offering an end. You can choose to fight if you wish. It's more, you can choose to escape if you wish.
We probably,
Yeah,
we're probably best escaping now.
yeah, I think we are. I think we're
I'd
best
say we
escaping.
go with them. Take Percy's body. It's not right to be left here.
I'll go and put Percy in my inventory.
You can drag him. So, I'll stay on the same map for now, because I have the map, but it's being a bit annoying. You run, pushing through the trees. The Stormgeists, for a moment, appear to give chase, hunting, flickering from lightning bolt to lightning bolt as they hound you. And Orias, as you turn to run, one of them goes... Oh, he's just gone, but we'll tell him when he comes back. One of them looks to Orias and goes, "You do not understand!" And a tree detonates as a lightning bolt hits it next to Orias. But you are able, for now, to escape. What do you want to do?
We will make our way with what's her name?
Reveille?
Reveille, yep. Follow her to the safe location for the moment.
Takes a minute if you're going through the trees. But as you begin to sort of shoulder your arms, pushing through the trees, you are now so deep in the Black Oak Forest, you do not know which way is back to Lefus. What do you want to do? You've got a pair of wood elves who are following, leading you.
Do they have any symbols or amulets or anything that would have symbols of order
make
or
a
care?
investigation check.
Oh my god. That one.
That one. I'm afraid you have no idea. You thought that all wood elves were now Sylvaneth, and yet these appear not to be.
Pray tell,
need
why
him.
do you help us?
The front one turns and looks at you. This one, Reveille. Why would we not? You oppose the dark chaos, the dark. It is only natural that we would find you allies, is it not? Or were we wrong?
We are allies against the forces of chaos. That much we can agree on. We just... But I cannot tell. Where have you come from?
Long have we resided deep within the Black Oak where none would find us or hope to us. We are nomadic by nature, and yet we find ourselves accosted at every turn. The more woody one, the one that seems to be more like a Sylvaneth, looks to you and goes, "My name is Reveille. This my sister Glau. We are glad to have met you. What
You've remained-
brings a Stormcast, a Sylvaneth," and she looks at Drinian, "a soulless, and a human so deep into a place that is so hostile to you?"
the most holy purpose, and a
gods.
dire one at that. You have remained within this forest for so long. How? I thought it was overrun with beastmen and the various other dark servants. I do not think there would be anyone else able to reside within here.
It is difficult, but we have been able to survive. We are nomadic. We are never often in the same place twice. And as she says that, the trees almost part as though she guides them to, and you find what essentially is in front of you here, small round houses with a large fire in the centre that's crackling merrily away. And she sort of goes, "We are the Wanderers, the elves of the deep wood."
How long have you been here now?
I am uncertain. Time is a fickle mistress, I am afraid.
Is that a matter of you are unable to tell, or you just merely did not keep track? It is not. No, I do not ask in offence.
I take none. Both. Both, my friend. As I say, time is a fickle mistress. But for some reason, the DM cannot make the drawing he wants to make, which is really fucking annoying. Why is it not working? Kill me. Why are drawings not working? Can you guys draw on the map? Why is it disappearing every time I try and draw? What the fuck?
Is it going into a different layer?
Shouldn't be. It's weird. I'll fix it. Don't you stress. All is well. As you approach this encampment, she smiles. You are welcome to rest here with us, if you desire. I cannot speak for my colleagues, but I take no issue with your kind. I reckon that more people these days are friends to the deep clans than not.
Here we are. We thank you for your generous hospitality.
She bows her head. Of course. And you see as you sort of make your way into the dark of this camplight, multiple elves, not many, but enough that it would be, a decent amount of people, and no small amount of woodwoads, lesser treekin, scatter the sort of surrounding area. Please, make yourself at home. We have food that we have already culled and given back to the Earth Mother. Please. And Rivelia begins to sit down and carves up a meal, and the other lady, Glau, sort of takes a seat. I hunted this buck myself. Don't waste it now.
If I may,
Of course.
and forgive the somewhat accusational tone, but you have been remaining in this forest relatively hidden for a number of years, as is quite clear.
Indeed.
Doing so would not come should you help every single soul who falls to the grip of chaos. So I would have to ask why you helped us. What do you have to gain by simply not allowing us to die, as I would assume that others have been allowed to do so before?
You would assume correctly. She looks across at Summer. Oh, Summer. It's because she's named after Summer Glau from Firefly. She looks across at Glau. My sister is unwell. Has been for some time. The blight that affects so many of nature's pathways near the darkness of chaos has begun to claim her. we require medical attention. Our own healer is dead, and when we reached out to a man we believed could help us, his powers were darker, and we would not go near him. But we are told...
Whom did you reach out to?
An elderly healer. I know not his name, but he was I believe, a wielder of the power of death. It is not what we had hoped for.
Ah, I know of whom you speak. Elderly chap, grey hair, muttered to himself on occasion.
Elderly, I am uncertain. Humans are so different to our kind. But he had a deep longing and sorrow in his eyes. But it was almost as if the longing was for sorrow.
I know of whom you speak.
Is he well? Has he found that which he sought?
Of a kind. His soul is that much lighter.
Then may the continued
And the-
healing of the Mother Lariel work through him. I hope he finds peace.
What ails your friend?
We know not, truly. We call it the Blight. A dark corruption that is spreading deep within the Black Oak Forest. We know not its source, except that we believe it was started by one of yours, and she nods to Arias. But not like any of yours we have encountered before.
If I may I see the symptoms? I may be able to do something.
Please.
A thank you for your offering us shelter, and also as recompense for what could have seemed like one of my own, though I dare not to think that it would be.
She smiles. Clown, this man is a holy knight of the other god. He means you no harm. I know he feels strange. But just where there is nature, as there is lightning and thunder, trust him, my sister. And you see the archer flinches and pulls away from you slightly. And upon closer inspection, you can see that she's wearing more human-like clothing, but her left arm and shoulder are wrapped in like bandages around, like completely encased in bandages. And she sort of protects that arm from you, the one that would usually hold the bow.
Such. Where is she now? The river's on the map.
Over here, across the fire from you.
Cool. So, kind of like, what's the actual? Just for my own curiosity, what does it look like to actually be doing her harm? Is it like basically like corruption of like the actual skin itself? Or?
Often, well, you can't see without undoing the bandages, and for that you're going to need a persuasion. Low DC, but you need it.
If I may I take a closer look? I have I personally am immune to most forms of diseases and the like. It would not affect me, and you would not be putting me at risk. But only if you're willing to trust me to see.
Alright, roll it.
Freya, before you do, Freya would like to do the help action.
Okay.
It isn't uncommon for one of Arias' ilk to help in situations like these, and given its potential darker origins, perhaps even a holier alternative may be able to help you.
She sort of glances between the two of you. You see a nod from her sister, but ultimately, roll me that persuasion check at advantage.
12.
I'll do it. Just. She slowly sort of like holds you to stay back, takes the front of the ribbon and begins to undo it, and you see the hand is almost like having turned to bark. However, it is rotting and decaying. So, like, in the cracks between the skin, there's this pus seeping out, completely withered and twisted. She looks up at you.
Yes.
Hollow Knight.
Hallowed. Din. Delph.
Hollow. Did you just call yourself a Dilf?
Hallowed,
Oh
dear.
dear, I heard Hallow. Dilf. Based.
My immunity to disease was blessed onto me by Sigmar, and perhaps I'm able to give something akin to it to another. As I would... I guess to kind of like add to flavour, I'm adding a healing hands on top of this, but I'll be using a lay on hands. I will expend 5 points to neutralise the disease.
Okay.
And any kind of poisons.
Okay. Let's see. So you're neutralising the disease. Is there a roll associated with that?
No, it is an expenditure of my lay on hands. For every 5 points, I think I get rid of 1 disease or poison.
Okay.
I'll read it thoroughly.
Can you give me specific wording? If that's okay.
Alternatively, you can spend 5 points from your pool of healing to cure the target of 1 disease or neutralise 1 poison affecting it. You can cure multiple diseases and neutralise multiple poisons with a single use of lay on hands, expending hit points separately for each one.
You reach out and you touch this pussy mass. The bark bends inwards, so you can see that it's like mulch underneath. And you glow. Divine energy surging through your fingers, lightning sparking at the edges of your fingernails. And nothing happens.
I'm stubborn enough to give him a multiple...
yeah, absolutely. Give it another go.
Can I see this happen? Can Dryning come over and... Can I see if there's any curse in effect with this?
Make an Arcana check.
Would be good at these. Oh my fuck!
Do you have an inspiration?
You could use inspiration if you wished.
Hang on. Before that part, change the theme of your dice. You can't get new dice, but you will get a new theme, and that theme will not be infected.
Give me a second.
That is my suggestion. To
I made a custom theme. We're just going with it.
Just give it a go.
Right. We're going to give this a go. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll this. Where'd it go? At 22.
22. You look over the edges. Yeah, this is definitely a curse, but it's like the subsidiary of a curse. This is not something that can be dealt with without the source of it being destroyed. This is the symptom, not the problem.
I will inform Urias, save your strength. That is known disease or infection is the remnants of a dark curse.
I see. I'm sorry, then. I thought I could do more.
Restore. Refill. Redeem.
Curse like this. Tell me, what happened when you first noticed the symptoms?
The sister, Revelea, looks over. It was not a matter of notice. We went to give honourings to the old gods, and we found our holy place corrupted.
Where is this holy place?
Memories come back to all of you of what appeared to be some form of like druidic temple where you fought the demons of Nurgle, and a portal was opened.
The Cankerborn.
Cankerborn.
Did your sister come in contact with anything at the site?
Yes, there are a number of holy items and artifacts that we were caretakers of. One was missing. We found naught but a duplicate in its place, and without knowing it was a duplicate, we went to return it to its secure location, and when it dissolved in my sister's hands, she gestures to the...
Is there no hope of cleansing said area?
Not that we knew of. We are not soul-bound. She says that with a sad smile.
We were making our way through the dark of this forest. We were looking to cleanse this blight from, well, very least from the nearby realm gate.
If you could aid us in purifying our temples, we would be of thanks to you. I had hoped to see my sister into Lephis. As we say, we are a nomadic people, and she gestures to the wood elves around. But sometimes we understand the need for the cities of Sigmar.
It seems we have found ourselves lost within these forests. Perhaps we could assist each other then.
What trade would you propose?
You know these forests well. You know what routes these enemies go through.
Indeed.
Perhaps, because if I recall, there's always a constant threat of like beastmen coming from the forests, right?
Yes, there is. Yeah, though lessened at the moment with the destruction of Frothmore, but it is still there.
Would it be a fair assumption that if we were to attack the keep, there would be a non-0% chance that the beastmen would come flying out the forests to try
100%,
to...
yeah, Rohirrim style, yeah.
Yeah. You know these forests well, and you are well versed in... Well, I did not notice that your sister was there until the last moment. If we can help you perhaps cleanse those shrines and areas most sacred to you, then perhaps you can assist us in defeating the foe, but at the very least preventing those vile beastmen from attacking us from a most vulnerable position.
We can agree to this. I would also... You wish for us to engage in war, something that we have avoided for a long time.
No more than what you believe your people should risk. I know to treat well with those who stand against the forces of chaos, destruction, and death. I would not ask you to give more than what you can give.
What of your ally, the one who perished?
He was soulbound as well. What exactly do you want to ask about him?
She frowns and sort of... I need my sister to be treated. Restored. The artifact that was stolen from us must be returned. Until then, the best I can hope for is stasis in Lephis. If we pledged ourselves to your cause in this fight, if I were to join with your binding, would you take her in?
I will have to ask the binding itself on that one. If you would not mind and give us a moment.
Joining the binding is an extremely personal prospect. And with respect, I don't know you.
Oh, she stepped away so you could talk.
Well, I'd say it to Arias and just say you to her. I don't know her, Arias. Her priorities are admirable, but the priorities of the binding is different. And having hers commingled with ours, a distraction is not what we need.
Perhaps not so much a fellow binding, but a trial. We could see if they are suitable after a certain time. No one is saying they need to join straight away.
But it is a fair point. If they were to join you within the binding, it would be linking your souls once again. But it also goes without saying that to join you in the binding would be to deny her what afterlife comes after death. It is a risk, a great risk, as well as a great opportunity for those within. In the end, I cannot speak for you. You are a group in of yourself. I am merely assigned. I am destined to be at your side until Sigmar gives me new purpose. I, at the very least, propose beneficial and mutual agreement. We are about to enter into open warfare. I am about to call upon not only my storm host, but that of another, as you are to ask for either your fellow witch hunters or the free guilds of the cities of Sigmar. Many are being put at risk. And ultimately, if this distraction, as I would put into your words, Freya, ultimately hinders the enemy, as we do not truly know what the effects could be of purifying what was once corrupted by that of the forces of chaos. This could very well turn the tides further into our favour, if only sparing a few moments. I acknowledge that it is very much risking pewter for every moment that we are not gathering our forces. But
my concern would stand that one detriment stands to risk all in the binding. And not to say that she is, but the prospect of an unknown joining all of us in such a way. It concerns me greatly, if partially from a selfish perspective.
Just to be clear, is she saying that she wants to join the binding, or she wants us to bring her sister in?
She is offering to join as in return for her sister's safety.
Okay.
She's offering the sacrifice of joining the binding and service to your gods rather than her own in return for her sister's well-being, essentially, and for returning this holy artifact that's been taken.
if I'm to understand Freya, your main problem or your main concern, problem being too strong a word, you're suggesting that her joining the binding is the step too far. That is your concern.
My suggestion, the wrong thing for the right reasons, is still the wrong thing.
Could you elaborate?
Should she join the binding, and her conflicts of interest hamper the binding to such a degree where we ourselves become conflicted, as we are all linked in one way or another, it is a distraction that we cannot afford. I am open to her joining the binding, but I would caution hesitance. All of us here are bound, except for yourself, Arias, apologies, are bound in soul by definition. We can even hear whisperings of each other's thoughts on occasion. Are we certain that we would want a stranger associated into and commingled into this?
Until joining, we were all strangers. But I understand you're reluctant, Freya. To have another join would also be seemingly to spit on the sacrifice that Percy made. We are in times of great uncertainty, and with actions of the forces of chaos being as they are, causing such discord due to the mold. Blooded one.
I feel that I have said my piece. If she is to join the binding, I will not fight it. It is not ideal for one to be soul-bound to somebody who you do not want to be soul-bound to. But you have ratherly hit the nail on the head. The loss of Percy is still pertinent, and Freya would turn to walk towards Percy, as like it or not, she has grown to care for the individual. Like it or not, I have grown to give a damn to those who are not human in this binding, and I am reticent to add another to that catalogue. And she would go over to Percy and start effectively trying to clean him up a little bit, because he looks like shit being dead.
Well, I mean, he did get his shit rocked.
He did.
Exactly.
He's a mess.
Now perhaps we can then give it time. In the end, these ones, they do know their way through these forests, and it would be of greater effort to the future battle to at the very least hinder the enemy in cleansing these shrine's the right word? Bringing the artifact,
Yeah.
returning the artifact. So why not we take on this endeavor and use that as the time given to see what she's made of, see if she is worthy, if she's willing to risk it all.
Even if we do not take her into the binding, you make a good point on her and her kin knowing these lands well. If we are to have any and all as many, fuck's sakes, Brian. If we are to have any allies joining us, having routes which they can enter in undetected would be of great value. The less of a warning that our enemy has that we are mounting forces ready to strike, the greater chance we have of subduing them in one fell swoop. Chaos spreads. Any remnants of it that scatter begin to fester like an infected wound. We need to try and cleanse this land of it all in one fell swoop.
So a trial period, just as I was saying.
Yes, thank you, Drydian. We have come to agree with your point.
Late.
We should
As you should have this entire time. Sorry about that.
Not wrong.
Yes, it is mainly to the point of very least need to do something, and leaving chaos unchecked is not within my sensibilities. The only question is, they say that they don't have the artifact, do they?
No, it was taken, and a duplicate left in its place.
Do they actually know where it is? That's my question.
You could ask them.
If that is the consensus we're coming to, give her a trial, and while we actively cleanse the area, if at all possible. It's worth seeing how difficult of the task it may be. So I will go speak with her.
No. Sorry, I'm still fucking ill. Struggling a bit. Sister,
you
or the sick one, or the chatty one?
Chatty one.
Chatty.
I was going to say, Bob, if you need 5-minute break just for your throat.
No, there's no point. It's going to be ill after 5 minutes. It's fine. I appreciate that though. As you sort of approach, she rubs her eyes. Master Stormcast, I am sorry if that was too forwards. I am anxious for my sister's well-being.
It is understandable. Family ties it's a close bond. Though, in equal measure, becoming one of the soulbound is, in of itself, it is a tricky affair. As you'd be asking to give up not only what afterlife is offered to you by your god, you'd also be working in close service with those that perhaps once you would call strangers, or maybe would not even associate with.
I am from a nomadic people. Working with strangers is not unheard of. But your point is appreciated and taken. I just wanted to get across the genuinity of my offer. My people, such as they are, there is one thing to be nomadic. It is another to be lost.
And would you say you found yourself lost, or have you still kept nomadic?
I would say right now we are lost indeed. Painfully so.
We have decided that for now, we have not said no. We do still wish to offer assistance in exchange for yours. We, however, must see if you are willing to risk everything. So for now, if you would be able to assist us in cleansing that of which is blighted, we could consider that a fair test, as it would be a more, especially with this lot, a more common occurrence.
So what exactly are you offering for context?
Essentially, we're going as Dryden said. If we're going to go cleanse, we're going to go bring the artifact back, assuming they know where it is and we can go get it. If we can bring that back, and she's able to help us, then that would be considered a fair trial. As effectively, if she's going to be joining us in the binding, that's the sort of shit that we're doing on the daily. So we might as well
Fair.
get her accustomed.
If you are willing to aid me in retaking our old grove, then certainly I am willing to go through such a trial.
Though, this is all on the assumption that we are able to obtain the artifact of which you are missing. Do you know who has taken it and where they are?
No. All I know is that the chalice was broken. Gone. Like I say, a replica was left in its place.
Chalice. Which one of the... it was one of the artifacts, was it not? No, it's the fleur-de-lis one.
There was a chalice with a fleur-de-lis on it in the sketches by...
Which...
What's his name?
Yes.
Which one held the chalice? Which one of Moldblood's cronies? Which one of his
remember?
goons?
Oh.
Was
Well,
it? Wasn't the silver-haired lady? Was it? It was.
It was
It
not.
was
She
the.
had an amulet.
No, she
Throckmorton
had.
an axe. The Skaven had a staff. The ogre had a chalice.
Right, we've got to go to find the ogre.
Hang on. I made notes on where they were. Give me 2 seconds.
It's going to be a much more lengthier affair than I initially thought. He's
Okay,
She doesn't
Another
know
realm.
this though.
ogres are in the realm of fire. Ogres are in the realm of fire, Skaven are the realm of metal, Slaanesh Priest is in the realm of light.
Yep.
this chalice. It wouldn't happen to have a symbol like grabbing a stick. You would like kind
Yeah,
of like
draw
draw
it.
the flag. It did not happen to have a symbol like this, did it?
She looks at you. You know of the old family?
We know of them. Believe we've interacted with their ilk.
Interacted? The old family are long dead, ever since their broken binding. What, you've interacted? These are the founders of our Clade. Well, the daughter was.
What was the name of the statue?
Oh my
The
god.
statue of Morda, that was the Raven Goddess. Or do you mean the name of the...
Yeah, the name.
Here stands.
Yeah, finding it for you. Fucking Simple Quest for some reason just isn't working now.
Lore locations.
Just wanna... I can't open Simple Quest, which is where I keep all my notes. Which is deeply upsetting.
I'm able to open it.
Yeah, but it's blurred
Yeah, I'm able
out
to
for
open
me.
it.
Can you
There's
see it? Like, can you actually see
nothing
it?
there is.
No, because
I
I've
don't
got
have to-
notes that are invisible to you guys. All the
I've
future
got-
quests.
I haven't got sufficient permission.
To view the sheet for this page.
No, you're
main
not
Yeah.
allowed to, because it's stuff that... Hang on. It's the fact that on my screen Simple Quest is completely blurred out, right? Which is
Yeah.
really annoying. I don't know why it's doing it. I don't get why it's doing it, but it should be under my journals if I'm lucky. So hang on. Simple Quest, quests, in progress? Right, here we go. Rocklaw, the Ogre Tyrant. I can't open them. Why can't I open any of them? Completed? Okay, for some reason I cannot open any of the quests now. That's incredibly annoying. Oh, Foundry, why'd you do this to me?
to kind of bring more a point then. Aras would say he's they've actually interacted. One is the flesh eater that are within the kind of like those catacombs.
Mary Morn.
Mary Morn.
Mary Morn. Found it.
It would be Mary Morn, and then there was those who had that crest of within the flesh eater quarter within the catacombs, with the old king. Those would be the two have been linked to the Fleur de Lis.
She sort of frowns. Our histories dated back to the old king's death. And his sons. The only survivor was the daughter of Morda, the Raven Goddess.
I'm afraid this is theological and historical lore that I don't think I would know. My memory is sparse at best at times.
It is rare for us as well.
But this chalice bears the same symbol. We know of who has it.
Indeed, it once belonged to the Fat Prince, the Merrymaker, and was cursed but also blessed to always overflow.
It is within the hands of a ogre.
She blinks at that. An ogre.
Who has, if we are to believe what we've been told, has retreated to the realm of fire. To Akshi. Is Akshi?
Yes.
So that's the coin I've got.
Yep.
So, now thinking on it, this trial would be a lot longer than I was expecting. But we know, at the very least, where he is.
I am willing to make that sacrifice, if needed. If my sister is cared for and my people safe.
I would actually call him a Freya on this occasion. Actually, I'll just call it the whole fucking binding at this point. If everyone's present.
Everyone is present. Freya will cease her ministrations of cleaning Percy.
We have figured out which artifact in question these nomads are looking for. It is the chalice that is in the hands. Is it Frothmore? No,
Rotclaw is the one.
Rotclaw. It is in the hands of Rotclaw, the ogre.
There is a debt to pay to those ogres, one of blood. I would be glad to pay them a visit.
But Leah, were you there for the riddles? Just
I don't
Yes.
think he. Yeah, he was. Who wasn't?
Pat.
I wasn't.
No. Yeah.
I just trying to make sure everyone's all caught up. And we know for a fact that that ogre has resided himself into the realm of fire, into Akshi. We cannot get there unless we have access to a realm gate. And for that, we have to punch through that keep. What kind of safety are your people looking for?
She looks around. My people is a difficult term. I am simply my father is dead. The man who should be our leader. They are looking for simple survival. That is all any of us are looking for. I ask for no more than that. If you would take us in your city of walls and stone. While it makes me uncomfortable, We would be thankful. And if you are intending on purging the darkness from that keep, from the old temple of the goddess, then, well, you would have an ally in us, though we are not many.
I think there is but one way that humans and those of authority would allow you refuge in Lethis. To prove yourself as a use. And for that, I would suggest all that would be willing assist us in taking that keep. If you show yourself as use to Sigmar himself, there is a place for you at Sigmar's table.
Sigmar is not my god.
No, your goddess is Lady Ariel.
She gives you a look,
Si-
and even then,
Well, for those of the more holy disposition, it is within our tenets to treat well those of the forces of order. You are very much have proven that you are more than willing to stand against the forces of chaos. I believe there is room for discussion then.
I am, of course, willing, if needed. So you would help me cleanse the grove?
Indeed.
You have our assistance, nonetheless.
You see a weight drop from her shoulders. Thank you. Perhaps we will then be able to... And I would not ask you to fight alone, of course. I will fight with you. I have some talents given to me. I have some control over the winds of life. If you would have me, I could heal.
It'd be a welcome addition. But for now, we must return to Lomadros and Lethis. If anything was to be done, it will have to start there. And we are pressed for time.
Then we shall accompany you and walk the old ways. You will be safe with us. Is this agreeable?
I would think so, but I would not speak for them.
I find it agreeable nonetheless.
Again, a weight. Very well. Very well. Then let it be so. Come! Rest for tonight. The road will be swarming with the monsters that call themselves men. For now, let us rest. If you would like to take a long rest, this is one of the few rare spots that you could.
I would not say no.
I definitely wouldn't say no.
Walking the road is dangerous.
Yeah. I'll join in.
Do we have to spend camp supplies on this
Yes,
occasion,
please. They don't have them to spare, sorry.
Do we all spend the camp supplies?
No, it's only one of you. It's done as a party.
Oh, I've just spent camp supplies, so nobody
There you
else
go.
needs to.
There you go. Lovely.
or and is not class? Is it classed as a new day?
It is indeed a new day.
Cool.
Right, so I'm just getting a bit sorted. As you take time to rest around the campfire, eventually the other elves sort of come and join, and there's a good mixture of people. You see the woodwode sort of stumbling around. And after, sort of as the suns begin to set, or rather the moons of Shaiish, eventually the late summer, the archer, would approach and would move over to each of you in turn. In charge? Who? Leader? Who? Decisions?
I believe that we all make such decisions.
It is more of a generalized vote depending on the situation of who would take charge, depending on the speciality required.
Strange.
We are a council of leaders. Speak your piece.
Anger, hatred, pheromones. Friend! And she points at Percy. Friend. Burial.
Freya
He
would
does.
wince at that.
Help.
He does need his burial rites, Freya.
Are we... There must be something that we can do. Surely.
Was there the
Anyone
distinguish?
who wants to can make an insight check. I'm not going to tell you against who, unless someone passes. The DN is 20.
– 23.
14. So yeah.
16.
Revelia is quite a potent spellcaster and would have the capability to cast Revivify.
Is there no way...
Oh, but hang on, there is a time constraint on that. My apologies, I believe Revivify is too long. Sorry.
What specifically is the time constraint?
I believe it's within a minute.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been.
The longest minute of our lives. We can lie.
Yeah,
Right.
within the last minute, I'm afraid. Sorry, I had a
Yeah.
thought. I was checking her character sheet.
We can lie. We can have like this be the longest minute we've ever experienced. You know.
Sorry.
Time is a relative concept in the realm of Shaiish.
Time is a human concept.
Afraid not.
Are we...
Well, hang on. Time has no meaning in this place to anybody here. So as far as we know, it's been a hot second.
I'm afraid not.
Damn.
Damn. It's worth a
Are
shot.
we...
Can we go philosophical?
Are we abandoning all hope of seeing him restored then?
Your friend? And the young girl, the archer. Necromancer.
We can like take it a little back from that one, but we'll just shake yourself back. We will take him back to Lomadros. We will speak to the Lord Arcanum. We'll see if there's anything that can be done. Hope I have not given up on, but I'm not. You understand, Freya, I am not optimistic on this occasion.
And yet
Right.
we are... Freya would almost snap at this. And yet we are openly postulating and burying him. So what would you have us do then?
We take him back to Lomadros. We speak with the Lord Arcanum, see what can be done, if anything. But we do not know what happens to the soul once someone within a soul binding has been killed. It's you see the flash of light. We see the actions. The soul itself burst and go into Sigmar knows how many pieces, but we do not know what happens to it. All that we do know is that they do not become. They are untouched by the Lord, that god of death. We know that the gods of chaos have no grasp on it. We don't know if there's anything left.
Then... Again... What do we do? The more that we delay, the more that... And she would cast a pretty forlorn look over at Percy. The more withered that he becomes. I do not wish to let him go. But neither do I wish to balance hope on something that is not achievable.
Then, if you wish to at the very least try, we can take him back, and with a bit of faith, there may be something to restore. And if there isn't, at the very least, he is somewhere where they can give him his burial rites, his last. They can give him the peace that he needs. I will not, with the deepest of respect to the nomads and perhaps the old dwellers of this forest before touched by chaos, I would not have him put into an unmarked grave somewhere in the middle of nowhere. All roads lead back to Lombadros, dear Freya.
Then we take him. I will not abandon him to a simple burial where we have not at least tried to retrieve him. He is part of this binding, and I would see that any one of us is afforded the same courtesy.
Just a question. Drynian, do we know he has a bit more of a sense for souls?
Probably.
I'll be
think Pat
back in
has
2
spoken
seconds.
about it before.
Yeah, as a deepkin, we have like the innate thing with souls.
Okay, here's magic shield.
Would I be able to tell? I realize it'd possibly be a high Arcana check or something. If Percy's soul was obliterated or taken.
That has 2 answers. Arcana check of 20 will reveal what happened. Or an Arcana check of 20 will tell you what it's not. An Arcana check of 30 it will give you a precise answer.
I
So I
would
need-
gladly provide help if I can.
Yeah, I can do that. Any buffs, any additionals you want to throw in, you are more than welcome to.
Do I have something here? If we need it.
I can perform a wedding.
I hope you like the new NPC, but my god.
Technically, it won't help the situation, but I can throw a bottle of acid at you.
A reasonable response.
So just checking. Help action will give me a what for this?
Advantage.
Advantage. Okay. And that is... Right.
Even on a nat 20, you're looking at 23 as a maximum.
There's
I think.
There's guidances. I mean, you can speak to NPCs. There's stuff like that. But don't hold back. There's all sorts you can do. I have a guidance that I can throw on you from Revelea. That's how you say it. I always give myself the stupidest fucking names to pronounce.
Revelio.
It's meant to be
It is it?
Revelea. It's spelled Revel-Leia, like Star Wars.
It is a hell of your own creation.
It really is.
Oh,
Just,
I know.
just spitballing here. I wouldn't be able to try and reach out to Murloc to find out if he knows anything.
You could try.
Also, I know this wasn't the intended thing when you were doing all those like reach out and all that with the dying, like the sister. But all my brain went to was like you did this. It's like, oh yeah, reverent and reform and all that, and all reform, and I just went use recycle in my head.
I'll try it with the advantage then.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to help boost it.
Alright, just give it a go.
Oof. What I will do is I've magical guidance. I get to roll a d20. So re-roll the d20 and use the new roll. I don't think. Do I get to keep the advantage for that?
Yes, I'll allow it if George is continuing to help.
I think it was Frank giving the help action, but I assumed there would be continued help.
Either or.
Okay. Oh, a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. On a dirty 20, through a combination of the support and the allies you've got. I wonder if that's automated. On the support and the allies you've got, you are able to know that Percy's soul is not gone. It has not been obliterated or completely destroyed. However, it is beyond recovery.
How do you mean beyond recovery?
That is what the DN30 would have got you.
Right.
Sorry.
Not that.
I'm assuming beyond recovery, we have no way of getting to the realm to the 8 points to recover his soul.
You don't know whether it has gone to a realm.
But I will. His soul is gone. It is too far to consider any action. You must consult with the priestess and the archmagus. And I do not know enough.
I've just had a bad thought.
We sometimes like those.
What if it's in a medallion? Because of mold blood potentially medallion, or even trying to infect it / damage it, or do whatever shenanigans he was trying to do with it, because we know it's a soul refractory. What if it's just scooped up his soul? There's no saying that it's not working as it was once intended to.
I mean, I could drop the protection of the mind shield to see if I can glean anything from that.
I would recommend keeping the mind shield up for now. It's just where my brain is at, has had that thought, because we know it's obviously a soul refractory of a form. We don't know whether it's working in an as intended condition or not. It's like buying a used car. You know, we just hope we haven't got a lemon.
Yeah.
I like that. That's funny.
But yeah, that's potentially where my brain is at. Is that it's potentially looking at absorbing souls of those that essentially maybe the wielder slash wearer sees as worthy in a sense. So normally it would be worn by Sigmar, so it would obviously collect the souls of Stormcast. But with it not being worn by him, then it might be that because you've seen Percy as an ally and worthy, and by being devout to Sigmar and whatnot, that maybe it's plucked his soul up. Again, this is just pure theoretical. But there's always the potential for something like that, because we never know what Bob's going to throw at us.
Yeah, a lot of guesswork, effectively, currently.
Yeah, it's not the easiest to. It's all just summarization based on what we know so far.
I think either way, it's still worth keeping the body. So it's not. I don't think it's any worth of us to dispose of it or bury it.
No, plus, realist burying him here wouldn't really be fitting for him, in the sense, like, he's not to say that the land isn't, like, with the land being tainted, burying him here wouldn't be right. Well, maybe if the land had been cleansed, then it would have been somewhat of an option, but I wouldn't suggest it with it being in the state that it's in.
Just reloading to try and fix simple quest if you wonder why it's doing that. Ugh. So, what are we thinking? What do we want to do?
Keep Percy's body till we reach Loma Dross, and then we'll probably figure out further what to do with it when we reach there.
Is there a way to put it in stasis of some form?
Well, that's actually a fair question.
Really, no.
Do I have the means to do that?
Well, without abilities.
Yes. On a long rest, I can change out spells, so I could potentially. Yeah, I've got something that can help.
Yeah.
Hooray.
So if I trade, I don't know, I'll trade Thunder Wave. I think it's like upon a long rest I can change out, but I could be wrong. Maybe when I gain a new spell.
Yeah, you're a paladin, aren't you?
Yes. Enlighten me.
Oh, fuck. I know wizards. I can change them like that. It's
Which version are we going off of again?
Yeah, that's it.
What are we thinking? What's the first?
Uh,
Sorry.
Effectively, if I can change out my spells, I could have something that can actually help. But that's if I can change out my spells. If I go to spell casting, whenever I finish a long rest, in the most recent version, 2024, I can change out on a longer rest.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And
yeah.
What's the spell or ability you want to use?
Gentle Repose.
Okay.
Touch a corpse.
Yeah, you can
other.
use
Yeah, for the duration, the tug is protected from decay and can't become undead. The spell so effectively extends the time limit on raising the tug from the dead. Since days spent on the influence of the spell don't count against the time limit of spells such as raise dead.
Sounds
So,
good.
effectively, if Arias, if I can find where Percy is, Arias goes over to the poor cadaver of Percy. Rest in peace. We then do a little gentle repose.
Okay. As you sort of reach out and touch Percy's body, hello ads. The wood elf grove that you are in responds to you. You feel grass and tree tufts begin to grow around the body, and it sinks slightly into the ground. But he is well, and the body stops any sort of decay that it was about to undergo.
For the time being, for the next 10 days, Percy will not decay, nor can the foul touch of undeath turn him against us. We have time. And if there is any more long-lasting means of bringing him back, we've just gotten a 10 days worth of extension of that time limit, of that time window. It's not guaranteed, but it allows us to seek answers. I hope, Freya, this does give you at least a small comfort.
A comfort, I'm sure, to all of us in the binding, whether we would admit it or not. And looking over to Revelia, I hope that you can understand that whilst you may be in the future a part of this binding, the level of care and the camaraderie, it isn't often that any of us find this. Not long ago we were strangers such as yourself. You can understand the hesitance in adding another into the mix when we do not know you.
She nods. Of course, I wouldn't pressure. As I say, my concern is my people.
And my concern is the binding of which I am a part of.
Of course.
But perhaps it is wise that we make moves. Time waits for no one,
Indeed.
and I'm certain that death will not either.
Ah, damn it, I didn't fix simple quest. Why is it not working? Not being able to access that is a fucking nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. Is it the faction? What? Maybe. Hang on. I'm just gonna delete faction manager. I'm suspicious. See if that fixes it. So, as first light breaks through the trees, this wood elf grove begins to almost immaterialize around you, dissolving into the forest. The trees and the wicker begin to disappear, until eventually you are just stood in a clearing, and you would have had no idea that you were there. And after a moment, Revelia nods to you all. Come. The routeways will have opened. And leading you deep into an undercroft of tunnels, you begin your march back to Lephis.
You always actually suddenly come to the realization that all these fuckers have just become, by becoming soulbound, they are now immortal, much like himself. He's actually just a thought just crossed my mind. I wonder how everyone else is going to handle immortality.
Judging by things so far, not well.
Yeah.
So, the routeways lead you on, pushing in through various sort of underworlds and undercrofts. And eventually you start to hear the busying of the world above you, heat passing through the ground. And eventually Revelia goes, if you wished, we are now beneath the city of Lephis.
We prefer to at first make stop by a nearby, a much more smaller settlement, Lomadros.
Then, of course. And she'll sort of lead you back a little bit of the way. You can see that these tunnels sort of break and twist and spread. We must be careful here.
What lurks within to be careful of?
Sylvaneth. Specifically Sylvaneth of the Heartwood clan.
I will offer you no issues whilst I am here.
You know them?
Fought alongside their leader.
I
He
see.
is the one who blessed me into this binding, despite our differences of groves.
That is good. We have had many a run-in with the so-called true children of Alariel, and have found many of them less than pleasant. Deeply unpleasant, actually.
There is division amongst the Sylvaneth.
We are not Sylvaneth, and that is division enough. We are wanderers, lost folk. For context, these guys are more like cities of Sigmar.
Yeah, gotcha.
They're not like dedicated spirit elves. These are like classic wood elves, more than anything else.
They're cities of Sigmar without the city of Sigmar.
Yeah, they are essentially just nomadic elves who are not like conformed.
Gotcha.
So, where in Lomadros do you wish to go? It's quite a sight. A bunch of wood elves arriving.
Probably the temple where the Lord Arcanum and the priestesses would be. We have a Percy to drop off.
Lovely.
And and something to figure out.
We'll come back and pick him up later, you know?
He's just gone nursery.
As you arrive at the Temple of Mordor, would Blaze still be there? Probably not, should have moved on by now. The priestesses would be there.
Oh, you can't do that. I was going to flex my new shiny hair at her.
Wah, wah. Unfortunate. As you arrive at the Temple of Mordor, and the tokens refuse to fucking load. One moment. Copy. Paste. Everyone's on top of each other. As you arrive at the Temple
I know
of
we were
Mordor,
close at the binding, but I didn't want to be that close.
the beacon of death light is surging into the air. I can't actually make these effects anymore because they've gone behind a paywall, which I think is fucking rude, but such is life. The priestesses are going about their usual business. You would find in prayer you would find, what's his name? Haradra Dirge, kneeling before the shrine.
Would Freya want to take the body of Percy, or shall I have a rise grab it?
We can make it a group effort.
With like one arm each, you know?
Grab a limb.
Everybody take a limb, and then we do coffin dance meme.
Oh no, it's like there's got to be like some kind of like a not palanquin, you know, like how you have like the kind of body laid upon like a flat kind of surface that we're all carrying on our shoulders, you know.
Yeah, that's a palanquin. I'm sure that's it. But
Like,
palanquin is the.
Revelea has the sort of spells. She could create like a bear,
Oh, she's a druid.
a procession. She is a druid, yes. She is 6 levels druid, 2 level bard.
We'll replace our different like, Quincy.
Don't you fuck with Quincy, alright? Man was a damn hero.
Yes, if that was within our means, it'd probably make transporting the body a lot more easier, and also
That's
better.
doable.
But yes, bring in. Is there signs of the usual? Is there the Lord Arcana, there's Dirge and the priestesses?
As you arrive, you only see Dirge in prayer and the priestesses tending to their usual business. You don't see anyone else.
I think Arias would stand by, but would wait patiently for Haradra Dirge to finish his prayers. But he's not trying to hide his presence, you know. He's just not.
You would hear Dirge quietly whisper the ends of his prayer before standing, sees you, smiles. Well met, Stormcast. I'm glad to see you have made yourself whole once more.
Yes, we faced many of the foe today, though unfortunately at a great cost. Which is why we actually came here today,
Indeed.
amongst many other reasons. Tell me, the Lord Arcanum, where is she? Is she not normally tending to business here?
The Lady Sol.
Indeed.
I believe she has returned. She has gone to Lethus.
I see. Well,
I believe she intends to speak with the Inquisition in hopes of, well, never allowing something like this to happen again.
indeed, it is why, with such purpose, that we have actually returned for our mission to expel the forces of chaos that are lurked within the realm. It has gotten bigger than we initially expected. Indeed. Within the temple, just kind of pointing within the direction as to where the temple is, the Temple of Mordor, unfortunately has been occupied by said forces. They have...
As you say that, there's a visible reaction from the priestesses. They all turn to look.
We have returned to gather allies. I intend to speak to both my storm host and those within. Those of the Anvils of the Heldenhammer. So I wish to see them expunged, their temple reclaimed.
Then one of the priestesses moves across. The temple of her ladyship has been claimed by the darkness.
I'm afraid so. Surrounding a realm gate, no less.
You see Haradra just... and collapse slightly, his shoulders plonk.
Manned by mold-blooded elites. no less. I got as close as I could, but it is a fortress.
Were you spotted?
Unfortunately so. They tried to chase us down with knights. And they paid for the attempt. But one escaped.
Then we must prepare Lomadros once again for siege. I should tend to the men. Thank you for informing us, Lord Stormcast. He starts to leave.
Captain, a moment.
Yes, sir.
Your connections, do you have any within Lethis itself? Do you have connections to the free guilds?
I have some, of course. My counterpart within the free guilds would be... you wish to work with them?
Indeed.
Then perhaps I can put you in contact with them. The Lethis City Guard, the Lomadros City Guard, are a subsidiary of the Lethis. The Lady Avery is who you wish for.
And I ask with the utmost honesty from you, those within the free guilds and within the city of Lethis, would they be willing for vengeance against that, against those who have attacked us now?
I believe so, Lord. An attack upon us must always be responded to. Say the word and I shall join you.
I don't. I say Krag would have told you otherwise, but Arias is not so level-headed in this situation.
He's basically saying, like, say the word and we'll fucking march.
Give us time to see if we can gather any more allies.
Of course.
If you're willing to march, I believe we have denied you that right long enough.
I will not say I am eager to engage the forces of the dark enemies. Indeed, I think they would outstretch me somewhat. But we will do what we can, and together the many may yet prevail.
You said it was Lady Avery, you said?
Indeed, the Lady Avery. She would be the one to reach out to.
Freya, can I entrust this with you?
Inquisition's a good way to go with that.
You may indeed. I will be looking to as much as we can to aid in this.
And while we are here, would... actually, saying that out loud, I was thinking, could the nomads stop within Lomadros for a time till they're allowed within Lethis? Now I'm just thinking out loud here, because to just march them into Lethis would be a bit presumptuous. A bit of a... it would be pretty much...
Keen.
As I say, that's basically us saying they are here and they are staying before they have to be forcibly expelled, therefore causing us general problems. But if they were to remain within Lomadros, where they should have at least a bit more room for them, and not to mention it adds some very very keen-eyed scouts and yeah. So if they are wanting safe passage into Lethis, Lomadros at the very least is a good stopping point, if nothing else. If Dirge is able to allow that.
Dirge sort of looks across. You vouch for these elves?
They in fact assisted us when we were being ran down by Knights of Chaos.
Any friend of yours is an ally of Lomadros. Make yourselves useful, elves. Teach the walls. I know your kin tend to be great archers. And you see a few smiles go around. What if... pains me to say it, but we have empty lodgings available in the what is known as the Iron Tooth Tavern. There are rooms there and food plenty. It is currently under the command of the quartermaster. Perhaps we have found its reallocation.
I am ever grateful, Captain. And with that, I believe we can make for Lethis. I will make for the Storm Keep and attempt to locate the Lord Arcanum. This, in fact, no. The Lord Arcanum said they was going to the Witch Hunters.
Lord Arcanum has gone to the Witch Hunters, essentially not knowing about the Chaos threat, but sort of has gone there to do some digging.
Okay, so that'll probably be another one for Freya. I'm giving Freya a chore list here. A lot of people that she needs to speak to. Drinian probably will accompany me. What are you going to do, Drinian?
I will accompany you to the storm host, if it is no issue otherwise.
As long as you stay by me and understand that a Storm Keep is a sanctum for the Stormcast, it is their home.
Of course.
I don't trust
Drinian.
that, of course.
Drinian, your tone does not give me confidence. I am warning you. If you step out of line,
I think, if I may, just for the sake of sanity, I would like everyone to go to the same places. I have prepped the Stormcast. It would make life a lot easier if everyone was in the same place.
Well, now that you've prepped it, I just don't want to.
yeah, we just want to be a pain to the DM, you know.
I mean, I understand the urge, but fuck you.
There's a certain tree that I need to go visit, so
Yeah, he needs to go all the way back to the Darko Forest. Brandio's solo adventure again.
Man's sweet talking a tree.
Who knows? Maybe it's a tree of high standing.
It is not. It's a whore.
it's a slutty oak tree.
It is indeed a slutty oak tree.
Her leaves doth not leave much to the imagination.
Fucking damn it!
Fuck's sake.
You're gonna make one. It's at least be decent where her roots have not just touched thine.
I'm not a woman of nature. I'm a woman of the bath. Speaking of, I want to go to the bathhouse.
Not again. To be fair, you have friends there.
Freya needs to get her rocks off every now and then.
Yeah, she has friends there. Sure, friend.
Freya goes to her friends and plays 1 potato, 2 potato.
Jesus Christ. So, what would you... I'm going to assume you're going to Lethis.
Yeah, I think that's the next. I think if we can leave the care of Percy's body here, informing them that of course it is under the effect of gentle repose, so we are giving it time to see if we can actually recover him, as we are uncertain as to what happened to his soul.
There are experts in such things here, if you wish to speak. It's all interaction, you know?
Yeah, that's what I say. If there was someone here of actual expertise, then that would be much more handy.
Yeah, it would be pretty handy.
It'd be the priestesses of Mordor. They are the death cult.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Bob. We can pan out 10 minutes.
No, it's not. Oh, sorry. Is that the impression I'm giving? That's not
No,
what I'm trying to do.
no,
you want to go
no.
straight to...
No, it was. I was just making a joke on my part.
To be fair, my mic has been in front of the time. I actually don't get to see it, but we can go straight to the mausoleum. We teleport. Here we are at the mausoleum. 2 days later. Mausoleum! You can go straight to the Stormcast if you want.
I only made the comment because you said you only had the Stormkeep made, so then it just
the Stormkeep's the main thing, but I did also spend a lot of time on this map of Lethis. Like, I was going through the wikis and shit and trying to add in fucking everything. So while not everything is made, this is the map of Lethis. You are welcome to go anywhere you wish here.
Honestly, though, it was a point we were going to speak to the priestess and warders about Percy because we needed actually more confirmation on what is happening to his soul. That was a genuine thing that we were going to do.
Yeah.
So, as you sort of approach one of the priestesses, you see them in a quiet conversation with Revelea, who bows her head. May the blessings of the Oak Father be upon you, and thank you. And she turns. Your priestesses of Marda have agreed to take my sister in and tend to her needs for a time. I thank you, but only for a time.
Why is she Irish now?
I've been trying to settle an accent for her all evening. I've gone with Irish because I kind of miss Nevermore.
That's fair.
Fair enough. I was just...
It's a comfort accent. It makes me think of better times and burning children to death. Sorry, Liam.
Christ above.
Speaking of, I need to get Fireball.
And aim for Liam. Sorry, Liam.
I'm warning you. You get one warning before I start popping bullets.
Everyone gets one.
I do have a scroll of Fireball, actually.
Right, that's it. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
You've had a lot. You've had this coming for 2 campaigns, Pat.
Nearly 3. He's trying to get fire-based equipment in
What can he say? Like, the fire's the great cleanser, you know? It's just...
Who says I don't already have it?
Oh.
So, as the priestess of Mordor nods, Revelea goes, my thanks, though I still owe you a debt. The priestess of Mordor goes, and how may we be of help in this time?
Hello, Frank. Anyone else explain this? Well, I've done a lot of talking today.
Pat, you're up good.
Our companion, Percival.
We are familiar with the son of the Duke.
Indeed, he fell in combat against a Knight of Chaos.
Indeed.
I am not as well versed in souls as the soul scryers of my kin. But there is something. I was hoping one of your order may be of aid in figuring out what has happened to him.
She sort of tilts her head. Of whom or how may we aid you?
Well, as far as I can tell, his soul is not destroyed, merely taken. But that is the limit of my ability. Would you be able to refine and tell me more of the condition?
As a group, we may perform a highly volatile ritual to discover this location. But we are immortal. We could do it as a group, and we run a risk of severe consequences. Or you could reach out to Lord Arcanum Nox Sol, who is the commander-in-chief of the Anvils of the Helden Hammer. She is a great magi of the darker tongues of magic. She may be able to aid you. And it's not even intended to try and push you guys in that direction. She just is the most powerful sorcerer this side of Shaiish, including Voyasol.
Well, I guess there's more reason for me to go to the Stormkeep than I initially thought.
You can also use the priestesses. It's just higher risk, because they're only little mortally moos.
If we're going into the general area where the Stormkeep anyways, then it might not be worth risking the priestesses. Besides, we already know that they have a bit more of a reaction to the temples being taken, so no doubt they might want to assist us later on. So it wouldn't be worth expending our possible allies. Well, we can just basically hold it off for now. Just go find someone who's more of an expert in it later.
Yeah, that sounds like the best bet at the moment.
Okay. So, to the mausoleum.
To the mausoleum!
To the mausoleum!
To the grand mausoleum.
Grand
So-
cheesy place.
Pushing into Lefis, you are met by the sights and sounds. Normally entering into one of the great cities of Sigmar, it's always an overwhelming experience. The sheer scale of everything is of insane magnitude. But entering Lefis is like entering into a cemetery. Stone walls tower above you all. The buildings are smooth capped with Norman-style arches that resemble teeth or mighty tombstones. The trees are all broken in one direction, every single branch and limb twisting away easterly. Are you guys familiar with the Necroquake in AOS lore?
No, I
Yes.
wasn't.
Essentially, to my understanding, and my lore of AOS is very poor, I apologise, but essentially a massive... Jesus, I just read Jacob's comment. A massive
I
wave...
know, that's what I gasped.
Yeah, no. It was like a massive wave of necrotic energy smashing across Shaiish, and it led to a lot of the stuff with Mordheim and some of the early 2nd edition AOS stuff. All of the trees are bent away from that blast. As you push through the crowds, no one smiles at you, no one bids you good day, no one seems happy that you're here. There is just this grim... There is just this grim trudgingness to everyone. But as you begin to reach the Grand Mausoleum, one of my roles behind the scenes comes into play here. And you can see up ahead a small quintet of figures. I'll put you on the Grand Mausoleum map.
So, Bob, I like to play this to escape reality. Why are you just describing my home?
Yeah,
Just
this
not-
is just England.
Yeah.
As you begin to approach, you're on this sort of grand parade moving up these massive stairs. The anvils of the Heldenhammer line the stairway, blocking access. But you can see one figure stood to the centre, a much more ornate Stormcast with a Griff Charger next to him. And faced off against him are a number of Stormcast in silver armour with blue robes, and a taller, blonde, more elven-looking Stormcast. And as you approach, George, you would recognise your ally. This is Yelea Dustmaid, who you've spoken to on a few occasions. And you can see her speaking with this Griff Charger riding Anvil, and she goes, "I must tell you that members of my host have come under attack. We are under immediate redeployment orders. Now I need to speak with Lord Arcanum Sol." And you see the man just goes, "No." As you approach.
Horace would walk on ahead towards his kid. He kind of very, very funny, David.
Sorry, no, I looked because I was like,
What was it?
No, I was going to load up worked up for the
I see.
end. But it's also, because technically it's also
It's
just
11
hit 11.
o'clock. Boom! Straight onward.
He would walk up this about this line, towards his allies.
It's your Stormhost. These are yeah.
Yes. And he would politely take a moment to let them finish their. Actually, no, this conversation feels like it's going to go on for a while. They're going to go back and forth, aren't they?
You know the reputation of the Anvils. He's not likely to budge anytime soon. You see your long-time friend. I don't know your relationship with this lady. Your long-time companion, the two of you are probably the two higher-ranking members of the Hallowed Knights. And when you went to become a Questor, she probably became the de facto, on-field commander. You see her going, Lord Halfright, you must understand there is more in play here. A Knight Questor of my Stormhost has requested aid, and we stand with him. I require to speak with Lord Arcanum Sol. I don't care which Lord Arcanum Sol, one or the other. And
Indeed,
again,
speaking to one of them would be most helpful.
And you see him look past, the Lord Halfright looks past you. Ah, more joyous. And what comes with elves, man, tree. And then he pauses. I sense the hand of Sigmar. You are bound.
Indeed, and I have been assigned to them, Knight Questor, Arias Ramwalker of the Divine Path.
Smashes a hand to his chest. Lord Commander Halfright, Anvils of the Hilden Hammer.
I see I have been graced with your presence.
Not by grace, by requirement. None may enter while council is in session, including other hosts. And he looks directly at you there, and you see that she doesn't have a bow on her, but it's basically like a packed weapon. She can summon this starlight bow if needed. And you see it begin to form, and the same way a lightning sheathed sword begins to form in his hand.
If what I'm hearing is correct, there has been talk of aid being required. I have indeed asked for aid. I would be bold to assume that this was from me. Speaking to his own Stormhost, I assume it is upon my own request that you have been brought here.
Yelea smiles. Indeed. When a Questor calls, the Hallowed Knights answer, as is always has been. These guys are lawful good. Hardcore lawful good. Got lawful evil over here. Lawful good in them. Lawful neutral, I'd say, with the half.
They're more just grim. They just don't... They're just quiet, solemn. Well, since the siege on Loma Dross, I have come once again seeking that. I've once come seeking aid. This time, much more directly, and in much more dire news.
Halfright looks at you. I hear a Questor. And he turns to the others. Very well. But this better be worth interrupting such a meeting. And he beckons and gestures you to enter. You're marched through walls, and you are eventually sort of placed on an open dais, like a circular platform which begins to rise. And you hear Halfright go, I apologize for the interruption, my most noble of ladies, and my most esteemed of inquisitorial allies. We have been interrupted by those who have been claimed by the Binding. They are here against my wishes, alongside a representative of one of our cousin hosts. And he steps out, and as your platform rises, you... if I could find the fucking party, one moment. You are raised slowly into the centre of what you can only describe as a massive coliseum. Hey, honey! Of a massive coliseum. A huge, like, chamber where people can hear... Sorry, I'm just activating that to nick the party tokens, one moment. Where people can sort of be heard and talk and debate. All around you, anvils of the Heldenhammer are in discussion. But at the head table, you see there are two main figures. Sat in awkward discussion. There's also, I'd say, like flickering lightning geists in some of the corners of the room. But at the head table, you would see Lord Arcanum Voidasol and Lord Arcanum, her sister, Nox Sol. The two could not be more dissimilar. As you look upon them, Voidasol has aged like cheese. She is old, with an elegance and a grace to her, but very much beyond the golden plate, the burning star. She is elderly and regal. Noxol's eyes bleed an inky blackness that seeps down her face. The black armour weaved with raven feathers that flow in a cape around her. She carries a crooked staff with a skull of a raven on top of it, and you can see a number of familiars dotted around. The two look nothing alike, and you would not know of their kinship were it not for the names. And as your dais raises, and for some reason Revelea has a funky effect on her, I have no idea what the fuck that is. Oh, aura of protection, maybe? I have no idea. Nox. Oh, gone.
Oh, Revelation. No, I thought you said Freya. I just said that is my aura of protection.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to work out why she's got like a fancy little effect on her. I have no idea why. Trying to work that one out. As you reach the top and sort of spread out, Voidasol inclines her head, and you would see that sat in between them, acting like an adjudicator, is Inquisitor Ionique, the Everwatcher, the Stormcast Inquisitor you previously encountered. And as you break whatever conversation was happening, the Inquisitor leans back and staples his fingers. Voidasol stands in obvious concern, but Noxol beckons her down and smiles, stepping to her feet, the black cloak picking up around her. Welcome, bound. I hope you have found the accommodation of the anvils welcoming. You have interrupted most dire discussions. Make your case. That's where we'll pick up next week. You're going to need to convince them, if that makes sense.
Commence convincing. Listen here, you little shits.
Oh, you're welcome to go toe-to-toe with her if you want. She'll fuck you up.
she'll like completely obliterate your entire being with just a thought, you know.
She's only challenge rating 12.
Only 12?
Only 12. Trying to keep everything again, the binding needs to feel really powerful.
Again, did I stutter, you blonde bimbo?
However, before we start throwing cusses and we go back to our Tyranids from before the session, we have been Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual. But as always, you are most certainly welcome. Bye for now.